Hello everyone, I thought I'd just do a quick video covering the apparent NCUTI GATWA costume variant that's been seen on the set of Pembrokeshire Doctor Who filming. This was seen, I think, yesterday for the most part, or earlier today at the very least, as of the time I'm recording this, probably yesterday by the time you watch this. But yeah, basically, it's very difficult to make out, but it looks as though NCUTI GATWA has a new variant of his costume already, which is really nice to see, which is a longer yellow coat as well as a piece of headwear, specifically, according to multiple on-setty people, a red beanie. It's very hard to make out, but I'll show you the pictures anyway. Also, if you are new to this channel and you do enjoy regular Doctor Who content, filming news, updates, all that sort of stuff, theory content, leaks, all that sort of stuff, feel free to subscribe to this channel. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers and we've just hit 19,100. So we're getting closer and closer, we're under 1,000 now, so yeah, any support would be greatly appreciated on that front. But with that said, let's get into the video. So once again, shout out to Doctor Who Filming Locations. It says, a local resident has confirmed that this was NCUTI and it was a costume variant. You can see here what looks to be the TARDIS, NCUTI, and Millie, and you can also see various lighting fixtures here for the shots. The way they're stood here almost indicates that they're filming a sort of promotional sort of picture or video, something that will go on the Twitters to be like, hey, look, Series 14 filming, look at this cool new outfit. Because even the way Millie's posed, if you zoom in real close, you can kind of see that she's posed as if they're posing for a picture of some variety. As for the costume itself, like I say, it's hard to make out. You can barely even make out NCUTI GATWA's face, but you can make out that it's a much, I guess, less patterned version of his original coat and a very different design from what we've seen previously. It almost looks like a yellow raincoat type of deal from a distance, or at very least, you know, a long yellow, almost leather textured coat with what appears to be either, you know, dark navy or black trousers, and what looks to be as well a red hat on his head, which many are saying, as I said in the comments of this tweet, people apparently said who were locals saying it was a beanie he was wearing. Now, whether that is going to be a part of his look for this episode, I think that would be cool, like a variant type deal, sort of what Capaldi did for Thin Ice, where he wears the top hat. Given that they are in Pembrokeshire, obviously I don't know whether that's exactly where it'll be set, but I imagine it's pretty cold up there in January. You can also see this one, which again, you can sort of see another light fixture that makes them really well lit up, which to me looks like they're once again filming a promotional picture. And again, we really can't make out much, but we can definitely make out in this picture that it is a red hat on his head, and Millie Gibson also has a slightly different costume variant as well. A much darker ensemble to her previous ones, both in the reveal of their costumes, as well as the variant we know we've seen Millie Gibson in the green and red sort of look that we've seen her in during the unit filming with Kate Stewart. Something that I also found interesting and worth noting is that there seems to be a running theme of tartan within this sort of era of Doctor Who. The 14th Doctor, David Tennant, wears tartan. The 15th Doctor, NCUTI GATWA, was wearing tartan. The Toymaker is wearing tartan. And in one of the filming images, we see Millie Gibson in a tartan sort of look. So yeah, it's really interesting to see how much tartan we're seeing across this era. I think I'm going to start lovingly referring to this era as the tartan era. So there were a couple more images that came out across the evening, mainly just nicer quality images of Millie Gibson in her new costume. I say new, it seems to be the new one we saw her running around a few days ago in, the sort of one that looks weirdly like NCUTI GATWA's costume, if anything, which has led to some speculation of a sort of, I guess, body swap or her sort of pretending to be the Doctor or things like that. All interesting ideas. There's not really enough evidence for any of that at the moment though, even though I think they're interesting theories nonetheless. But yeah, it's really interesting to see, you know, a companion and Doctor already in different costume variants so early on from their initial run, and I'm really glad to see it as well. You know, it's just nice to see different costumes for these characters. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about any of this. Obviously, I apologise that there aren't any more, you know, good images to look at for this. Maybe by the time you see this, I'll have found a couple more images to gleam over and gloss over. Apparently, they are filming in Pembrokeshire until Friday, so there's every possibility that the day after I film this, or a couple of days after, they'll have, you know, proper nice images of the costume. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below of the first official NCUTI GATWA variant, or the first variant of the 50th Doctor's costume. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.